Hey guys, welcome. We're doing our team calls. We're going to do a day call and an evening call now. We're doing day calls on Wednesdays at 9 Pacific, noon Eastern. We're going to do evening calls on Thursday at 6:15 Pacific, 9:15 Eastern. And the day calls I'm going to lead, and the evening calls Jen Kelly has offered to lead on Thursdays. And so we're going to have some variety, some topic overlap, but we'll always record the calls. We'll get them posted so that you guys have information. Share with your teams, because connecting to a group and being a part of a community is part of what makes us better and stronger. And I didn't really realize until recently that that was something that I was missing out on. I was leading calls for about, 6 years. And they were evening calls. They started out being afternoon calls based on when my kids had like downtime, and then they moved to evening calls. And then recently our schedules got really hairy, and I had to figure out what was going to work best. So we're trying this, and hopefully this works for everyone. And welcome. I just saw Jen pop on. Welcome, Jen. So today what I wanted to talk about was how to grow a business that's going to provide, because a lot of us, our coaches have been coaches, but maybe aren't earning what we want out of Beachbody. And so I thought I would walk through some of the basics that help you grow a team, and then how do you grow your income from there? Because I know we're all in this to help people, that's a given, but if we're not going to turn it into something that creates income, eventually, it's easy not to do what we do. And consistency is the number one thing. I have to tell you that without consistency, it's hard to grow. And I would say that if you're not doing certain things with your consistency, then it won't matter. So I'm going to go through some of the very basic things first. I think we tend to complicate this business. We tend to make it overly complicated because it really is about the basic behaviors. And I know we all hate it when we want to talk to people who are really successful and they say, go do the vital behaviors, because there's some parts of, those are the key things, but then you have to be doing certain things in order to make those things work. So I'm going to just share what I think makes that formula work. And I wrote down, if I was going back to the very basics, what were the things that I would tell somebody? Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there, because I think that most of you on this call do those things. But when you bring in people and you talk to new people, we have to make sure that they start doing these things. And again, consistency and time are two elements that create success, okay? So know that if you do these things, if you can be consistent and hang out with time, then you will be successful. If you want success faster, then you need to expand on two of the things that I'll talk about. Let me just star them for myself so I can get back to them. Okay. So that way I don't share right now, but I know that I won't forget to share. Okay, so the very basics are to use the products and to be consistent with that. So what does that mean? That means not just dabble in it, but go for a program and get results, okay? So stick to a program. You can use on demand, and you can talk about how great that is, and you can do the challenge du jour, and that's fine. That's better than not using our products. But honestly, if you can say, I'm going to sign up for myself for a 21-day challenge, I'm going to run a group, and I'm going to have my own results, that's going to speak to an audience better than an alternative to the gym is still an approach. I don't want to poo-poo it. You can just say, I use the Beachbody On Demand and Beachbody products as an alternative to the gym. How is your workout routine going? And, if someone can't get to the gym, Beachbody products and Beachbody On Demand are a great option. But what creates success in this business is you, your ability to market you. And as much as I'm not a marketer of myself, I have to say that's just not a strength of mine. I need to learn that. I'm going to be working on that this year to create a brand and market myself, because I think that's what you see people on social media doing. People are attracted to the persona and to their results and to the environment that they're creating. So if you think about that, then we have to create that for ourselves. But getting back to a product of the product, what you have to do is use the product and share why you like it, okay? Because your story is why people are going to be attracted to you. So when we get to the overall brand and who you are and how you market yourself, it's your style, it's your cuteness, it's your attitude, it's your look, it's your activity, your results, your faith. So there's all different parts of you that people are reasons people follow you. So you kind of have to figure out, who am I? So as you're working on that, if you're committed to a Beachbody product and you drink Shakeology every day, those are just absolutes. You have to use our products, okay? And again, I don't care if it's just Shakeology, if it's just Beachbody On Demand. The best way to do it is to stick to a program and drink Shakeology every day. But the reason you do that, okay, the number one reason you do that is to have something to share. Typically, your results are going to start to show internally and then externally to others. So you're going to feel better, you're going to look different. I'm not going to say better, but you might look better, but you're going to have visible changes. And you're going to be able to share those changes. Some people will just see them, the people that you see or the people that see you online. But if you can share, you're feeling better about yourself, you went bikini shopping and you didn't want to go flush your head down the toilet afterwards, whatever it is, how you're feeling. Maybe it's just that you woke up in the morning and you weren't as sluggish. These little small changes that you experience are why people in your warm market, and then you're going to create this cold market that's going to follow you. They do that because you have results to share. And if you want to sell Beachbody products, you want to help people doing the same thing you're doing, you got to use the products. Okay, so that's like an absolute. If you're wondering that you don't have anything to share, you do. You just have to think about why. What did you have for breakfast? What are you planning on lunch? Do you have a sweet tooth? Are you going to satisfy it with your Shakeology? Did you notice that after drinking your shakes for a week, you felt less bloated or you had less cravings? Those are all examples of things we can share. Okay. So the basic vital things that we talk about in Beachbody, they're called vital behaviors. The things that we want to do are use the products, share how we feel, and then the little one that gets the star is invite other people to do what we're doing. Recognize the people that are joining you. Recognize the people that have started using the products, people that are having results, people that have joined your team, new coaches on your team that are having success. So this little number 4 thing, this recognition is like a new behavior that Beachbody is creating. But it's easy to find things to recognize people for. Just a shout out, just a high five, just a wow. When people see that you're having success, that's great. But when they see that you're helping other people have success, they realize, okay, she can help me, or look, I can join her and help other people. So there's kind of this snowball effect that can happen. So start just doing a little bit of recognition. And then the other key, I said there were 2 things that you can do to make your business grow faster, okay? So the other thing, it's not a vital behavior, but in order to invite new people, because if you have a network of, let's say, 100 friends, so you join as a Beachbody coach and you have 100 friends, and you're like, cool, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be a top Beachbody coach, and you do the vital behaviors every day, you're using your products, you're sharing about them, and you're inviting, but you only know 100 people. So if you have to send out 10 invites a day, after the first 10 days, what are you doing? Are you inviting the same 100 people over and over and over and over again? Because that's not going to create success. You have to be talking to new people. So the 2 things that I'm going to say, okay, you have a handle on using the products, you feel better, maybe you're on your fitness journey, maybe you've already lost 100 pounds, I don't care. You're sharing your results, you're sharing other people's results, you're attracting people. You are adding people to your network, and you're inviting people. Those are the 2 key things to see growth. And we're going to talk about what that does and how it creates income, because that's people are like, well, yeah, I'm talking, I'm inviting people, but I'm not making any money. Okay, so we'll get there in a second. But the 2 things you can do to make it go faster are to add more people to your network, to get in front of new people, and to invite new people. So adding new people to your network means that you're going to have to make new friends on Facebook or out in the real world, however you do it. The nice thing about being online is you can do it at any time during the day, where if you're out and about, you have to be out and about with other people. You have to make a personal connection. Online, you still have to make eventually the personal connection, but you have unlimited hours to do it because there'll be people up somewhere online. That's just the difference there. So there's also something called attraction marketing, which I think is where we all want to go. It's where you've created this persona and you're out there sharing your results, or maybe you have auto postings going on or ads on Facebook, and people are coming to you, okay? So that's an eventual place that you want to be. But as a day one new Beachbody coach, or maybe somebody like even me who doesn't have a social media following or persona, I can't expect to have people coming to me right now, okay? Just putting that out there. So eventually that's where I want to go, is I want to create an online persona, and it might just be the same person as me, but I want that online working for me all the time. So maybe I want ads running. But in order to do that, you have to really get into who am I, what is my story, and who am I looking to help? You want kind of the people that are like you, that relate to you, which is the same when you're inviting and sharing. You're going to attract people that can relate to your story. So the very, very first thing when you go to share, because you're already using the product. So you're drinking your shakes every day and you're exercising. That's a given. When you go to share, be relatable, okay? Which means you're going to have to be a little vulnerable. I mean, you want to talk about severe vulnerability, go and search Tara Carr, T-A-R-A-H, and look at her husband, Adam Carr, and he just did a 20-minute video about his experience as a Green Beret and as a former, he's now a retired military, as like a former military, how that has affected him and where he is mentally and physically today. Okay, that was the most vulnerable thing I've ever watched. It was 20 minutes, and I don't know, I mean, if you can get to that point where you're sharing something that is that vulnerable, I think you will find, and it might not give you 100 sales, but you're going to start to attract a following right away, okay? People that can relate to that, even if they don't have that story, you being that vulnerable is very, you're opening yourself up to just really be real, okay? So you want to be the most relatable that you can, and your story is going to relate to so many people. Figuring out what your story is can be harder, and that part is part of branding you, okay? So again, think about when you go to share, you're just trying to be relatable. So I might be guilty of putting my persona out online as only sharing things when they're good and creating this kind of perfect persona. That doesn't attract very many people. But when you're real and you talk about, that you're having ice cream and that life comes at you, and maybe you didn't get to exercise for 2 days and you feel kind of blah, or you went on vacation and you didn't do your DVDs, those things people relate to. And sharing your struggles, like life is real. And those things are the reasons people are like, wow, okay, I want to work with you because you're so real. Like you're not, this thing that I could never be. I see me being like you. So just be like the people that you want to attract, which you are, if you can be real about it instead of being like Miss Perfect. So just remember to be real. And when you do your inviting, invite them to something. So the thing that I wanted to say, we're going to get into income in a second. The thing I wanted to say is have something to invite to every month. So you can run a challenge group every month. You can run just a feel good about yourself drink Shakeology group every month, whichever it is. And you can partner with other people, but have something to invite to every month. And then when you want to move your business faster, you make sure to add more people to your network so that you always have new people to talk to and invite. Before you invite somebody, you want to build a relationship with them. Now, how do you do that? You do that by creating trust, by caring about them, and by talking to them. So even if it's not in person, if it's online, you can't just add 13 people to, 13 new friends every day and then think, okay, now let me go invite 13 new people. I mean, you can. You will have much better success if you can connect to people first. We connect to people because we have commonalities with them, because we see something in them that is something like what we have, whether it's faith or family or something that they do for fun or the type of shoes that they wear or where they shop or where they live or where they were born or where they grew up. So finding something that you have in common with someone is a very easy way to start that connection. The more you care about them, the more you're interested. Like we try to be interested. We don't need to try to be interesting. So if you ask genuine questions about others, you'll build trust with them. When the time comes in your conversations with them, you'll be able to invite them because you've built this trust. It's not about selling them anything. Yes, you are a Beachbody coach, and yes, you have a sales page or a business. And when they want to join you, they're going to buy something. If they already have product, that's up to you to say, oh, okay, I need you to, however you want to do, just make them at least get an account with you so that you're their coach, okay? You get to choose if you are running challenge groups if they have to buy a challenge pack or not. They might say that they already have product. Hey, for me, it works when I just get them an account and give them support. Eventually, they will buy something because we've built trust. So eventually, it might not be for a year or two, but you're making enough contacts that one sale won't matter. Giving the support is the right thing to do. So you're adding to your network. Now, you want your business to move forward and you want to know how to create income, right? Is anyone on the phone saying, yeah, I'm a Beachbody coach, but I would like to have another $100 more in my bank account every week? Yeah, I think everybody on the phone, including myself, like who wouldn't want $100 more a week? Heck, give me $1,000 more a week, right? Anyone want that? No one? Yes. Anyone? Yes. Okay. So the way that we build income in Beachbody is twofold. We're going to share more product with individual people, invite them. If they buy product, we earn 25%. They buy a challenge pack, it's a little more than 25%. There's a set fee. So if I sell 5 challenge packs a month, I'm going to earn about $250 a month. It could be more if they buy bigger products, but let's just say they buy the ones that are on sale. I think it's a $35, $40 commission per, and I sell 5 a month. That's $200 a month. Now, that's not a ton of money, but that's going to change my life. That's going to pay the car payment, or that's going to buy my gas, or that's going to allow me to buy some organic groceries. It's going to allow me to send my daughter to dance. Not all of these things, but one thing, right? It's going to change my life in some way. $200 a month consistently over time is going to annihilate debt, right? It's going to be something. But think about it this way. What if it were $250 a week? Now we're looking at $1,000 a month. Now that's a pretty big deal. That's a lot more things that you can change your life with. Now what if it's $1,000 a week? Now we're talking 50 grand a year. So I'm going to show you just a little simple formula and then tell you how in your business you're going to be able to grow. I can't promise you that it's going to happen because you have to do the work of adding to your network and building your team and teaching those people to do the same thing. But honestly, if we go back to those 5 things, they use the products and drink, exercise and workout, or exercise and drink Shakeology, share their results, invite people, recognize people as they're joining and having success, and add to their network. Literally those 5 things, if you keep doing those 5 things, that grows your team, okay? You have to invite people to join your team too. But again, just be consistent with those things. Now, let me show you. I made this pretty little picture, which you may or may not be able to see. Okay. So here we are. This is you as a coach. You see it? Oh, it's kind of hard to see. But basically, if you're here on the top, it's you, and you're building your team. You have a left and a right leg. So let me go to say that you can create income all by yourself in this business by the more people that you can help, the more sales you're going to have, and the more 25% commissions or general commissions you're going to earn. So that means that you help 10 new customers a month. That is, let's say, $300 a month on commission. But every month, if they were buying, the new people were buying a challenge pack, and let's say they were staying on HD, every month there would be that carryover of those 5 people with their Shakeology order. So the next month, the first month you invited 5, that was like $250, $300. The following month, the first 5 people that you invited the last month stayed on their Shakeology. Now, this isn't 100% world isn't 100%, but let's just say it is. Then the next month, you'd have the 5 new people for $250, let's say, plus the 5 people from last month. Those 5 Shakeology renewals are going to be $150. So now your $250 just went up to $400. So if the following month you still invited 5 new people, and now you have the 10 previous customers from the 5 months before, 5 people the month before, and the 5 people the month before, the 10 Shakeology renewals are $300, and then the 5 new is $250. So you can see that if you are consistent with adding 5 sales every month, 5 new customers who are buying a challenge pack and staying on their Shake HD, over time, you're going to create, just off your personal connections, this income that's going to be pretty significant, okay? Now, where it snowballs and why multi-level businesses and network marketing is so beneficial if you can grow a team is because you can create exponential income, okay? This is what we all want because it's hard to find 5 new customers every month. I do it. It's consistency. And there's a dozen people on our team that do it, right? But we have thousands of people on our team and not everybody's doing it because it's work, right? Everyone signs up because they think this is like magic, and it's not. It's work, but it's rewarding work and it's fun. I mean, it's fun. I like it, so it's fun to me. But if you're consistent and you can create 5 new customers a month, you see that as you grow your business, there's this income little ball that you're doing off your direct commissions, okay? When I recognize every week the top performers, that's just off their own personal business of customers. That's people that they're talking to, sales that are coming in through their business center. Now, when we talk about how do you grow an exponential income, this is where you get people who are earning hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in Beachbody because they built teams of people that are all having their own personal success, okay? And granted, in order to get that, like let's say I enroll 10 people, maybe only 2 of them are going to be retailers who are consistent with adding 5 people a month to their business. Now, let me back up for 1 second because it sounds really, maybe not confusing, but complicated. And it's because there's a lot of things that I'm talking about. But if you want to put yourself in a marker, like a constant of success, and you want to make sure that you're adding, let's say, that you're adding new customers, not just new contacts, because I want you to add between 20 and 30 new contacts a month. And if you want your business to grow faster, then add between 30 and 100 new contacts a month. Okay? I mean, 20 to 30 is 1 a day. That's pretty low. 30 to 100 is 1 to 3 a day. Okay? 100 is 3 a day. If you want to add 10 new contacts a day, you're talking 300 people a month. That's good. That's a lot, but that's good. That's how you're going to move your business. Okay? Where are you going to find 10 new people? That might get to be the hard part for you. But the reason that this business works is because of the exponential factor, right? So everybody wants this exponential factor. And this is, I want a team of people doing what I'm doing. So I have to do it, right? If I talk about it and don't do it, people aren't going to do it because it's, I have to lead by example. So if I'm always adding new people to my network and always sharing and always inviting, then my team is growing, okay? So when I bring somebody on and I can teach them to do the same thing that I do, think about it. If I bring in 3 to 5, let's say I bring in 5, so let's say bring in 5 customers a month, they're generating, they're buying stuff, so I'm earning a commission, but they're also generating what's called a volume. So everything that they purchase or consume is a volume. So when I show you this little picture, and I have you at the top, and then I have this left and this right, these are basically coaches on your left team and coaches on your right team, your right leg and your left leg. If they are helping more people, so each one of these can represent a person that they're helping. And same over here. You might represent 2 people each. No, these are 100. So these are 1 person and these are 1 person. So every time that they're helping people, people are consuming product. So this group of coaches over here is creating a group of volume, okay? Same thing over here. This group of coaches is creating some volume. What I want to tell you, like people always say, how can I earn $250? I just say a week because I can give you a number. How can I earn $250 a week? You can break it down into $250 a month by dividing by 4, but $250 a week is actually $1,000 a month. And when you're an Emerald coach at Beachbody, you unlock the bonusing, right? Like that's the biggest thing is because we've all talked about as a coach, you create commission. You don't need to do this with anybody else. This is just you on an island. You're a coach. You're a retail salesperson, and you can help people by giving them the solution, sending them your links. They can buy Beachbody, okay? That's island. When you talk the exponential factor of money, you got to grow a team. Okay, now you're not in this alone anymore. You're working with your team. You're helping your team, each person who's their own island, help people. But as they work with the people that come in under them, they have a team too. So at Emerald Coach, when you bring in your first 2 coaches, you unlock this bonusing. You cannot earn exponentially in network marketing without having a team. So the very first Beachbody is easy. You can sponsor 2 people into your business, and I'm sorry, but in the compensation plan, you can use your credit card to open 2 more businesses. You have the people. You can't do it without people, but let's say your mom and your sister come in and you're like, here, I'm signing you up. It's my credit card. Now you've just unlocked it, right? If you're a business person, you're thinking, okay, fine. I'm going to invest. I'm going to do this. I got my credit card. Now, again, it costs money because they have to be active coaches, okay? But help somebody, get them on product, find something that they can use. We have an arsenal of products now. They can start with a fitness program, an Active Coaches 50 points. Okay, so now you've unlocked this. It's your first rank advancement, your first promotion, woohoo. But what it does is it allows you to qualify for customers, and it allows you to earn bonuses, okay? The bonuses here is where I know from my experience that you earn exponentially, okay? Every week on commissions, I can earn anywhere from $200 to $800 on all those personal people that I've told you that I brought into my business that are consuming product. Just me on an island, okay? But I can earn 10 times that if I grow a team of people. In fact, there's people that earn 20 and 30 times that by having a team of people, okay? And that means if I'm earning $800 helping 80 people, I could earn $8,000 helping the same 80 people if I've got a team of thousands of people that are doing what I'm doing. And even if there's thousands of them, or maybe even if only hundreds of them are doing what I'm doing, I can earn the exponential factor, okay? And that is on the volume. So in order to create the volume, you have to help people help people. Our CEO, Carl Deichler, says we're a network of people helping people. We're an multi-level helping. We're not like, we're marketing, but we're helping, okay? We're multi-level helpers. We are here helping people help people, and that honestly is the key. So the little chart here that I created that shows you, you're bringing on your team of people that you put on your left leg and your team of people on your right leg, and even if it's only one coach here and one coach here, if they're helping 18 people and they're helping 36 people a week, let's say, or a month, what happens is when volume is at 1,800 and 3,600, it's a quick little easy formula at Emerald, that's $250. So even if you wanted $250 a month, divide that by 4, so 1,800, so that's 450 volume points and 900 volume points. And the reason I'm coming at that is because every time you earn, your team on the left side earns 100 and the right side generates, not earns, but has 100 volume and 200 volume, that is a $14 cycle at Emerald. That's the bonus. That's the little exponential factor. And in the beginning, $14 seems like, right? I mean, I earned $14 this month off of a bonus from my team. That's hard. That's a lot of work to get that. But if you can help the people grow that, and over time, instead of 14, that becomes 140, and then it becomes 500, and then it becomes 5,000. It's just because there's more people, and they get it, and they're helping more people, okay? Consistency comes in. So the volume is created off of points off of product. Shakeology is 90 points. Let's say there's 10 people drinking Shakeology, that's 900 points, okay? Let's say there's 5 people drinking Shakeology on the other side, that's 450 points. That right there is your 4.5 cycles times $14. Sorry, I'm getting out my calculator. Even though my brain knows that number is going to be right, I'm not going to. It's $63, okay? So that's a big effort because that was, how many people was that? Now I can't even remember how many people that was. What did I say? It was 10 people over here and 5 people over here drinking Shakeology. So that's 15 people drinking Shakeology. You've helped your team help 15 people, but your bonus there was $63. Okay? So that's kind of why you helping your team help people generates money. Now, you don't have to be there helping every single person make every single sale. What happens over time is they get it, they start helping their people, okay? So me helping you help your people help their people creates volume and cycling for me, but hopefully as you're teaching it to your people, it creates that for you too. So this business has to be about duplication, okay? That's one of the key things. So consistency and duplication will come. So there's a couple little things I wanted to add. The cycling at Emerald is $14, okay? You're gonna be in this business for a long run. You wanna get to a star diamond level, okay? Which means you need to be creating emeralds, helping them create more emeralds, so you can advance to a rank called diamond. And at that rank, instead of just a $14 cycle, you have an $18 cycle. That $18 cycle, so when you have that 1,800, $3,600 in your downline, the volume that creates $250 for an emerald, it actually creates, I wrote the number down, I think it's $324 for a diamond. So that seems kind of insignificant. It was $4 more a cycle, 18 cycles. That's $74 more, okay? So that adds up. That's like what would have been $1,000 for an emerald if you earned $250 a week would be $1,296 for a diamond, okay? So that's like if you're looking at a $1,200 a month income, I think that's $14,000 a year. It was $1,296 though, times 12 months, it's $15,000, $15,500 a year by just helping the, what was it? It's 18, hold on. Sometimes I can be numbers focused and sometimes the numbers just blow my mind. Calculator. 1,800 volume points on one side is 20 people drinking Shakeology, okay? So if you can help your left team of coaches, maybe it's one coach, doesn't matter, maybe it's 10 coaches, okay? Help 20 people, maybe let's say in a week. Maybe it's in a month. You just have to spread it out, right? If it's a week, it's a month. You can help them help 20 people. You help your right side of your team help 40 people. You've just earned yourself as an Emerald coach $250 by helping 60 people on your team, well, 60 customers of coaches under you, okay? For you to earn the same $250 off yourself, you have to go create new customers. Well, it's 2 or 3 customers. So if you're doing both of these things at the same time, that's where you can take your $250 plus the $250 bonus, like from the team. Now you've just doubled your income by helping other people do what you're doing, right? Because you're consistently helping 2 to 5 people a month, 3 to 5 people a month. And coincidentally, Beachbody created like a marker, which is this called Success Club, which you can earn prizes and trips for doing. But it's what I've done for the last, I don't know, since they created it, 6.5 years. Every month I've committed to helping 3 to 5 new people. And after month 3, I said, I'm not going to help 3. I'm going to help at least 5 new customers every month. So that means that you are looking to help at a level. And the reason that Beachbody set it up is rewards and recognition is what people are driven by. So if you can get a free prize, like, hey, sure. But honestly, what I have to say about it is that that type of consistency is going to grow you $1 million business. And I speak from experience that that's what it's done for me, okay? It's not me alone. It's me and my team. And it happens to be that my sponsor is also very successful in this business, and we built together. So our businesses are like this. So I have a center, she has a center. I opened a next center, I put it here. She opened a next center, she put it here. We're both top recruiters, top income earners in the company. So we've created this volume nest amongst us. So if you think about how can I do that, work with your sponsor and the people you sponsor to build your businesses together and build volume together and enroll new people and be the best that you can be. And I think, you know, this didn't happen overnight. Like I watched her do it and I said, why not me? And I watched me do it. And I think each and every one of you should say, why not me? And then you can do it. Because the thing is in this business, anyone can do it. You don't need a degree. You don't need to be a female or a male or a size 2. Or I mean, you have to just have a drive of helping people and not giving up and being okay hearing no. And I swear to you, if you look at the top coaches and you look at the people in the Millionaires Club and you look at the people who are having success, no one looks the same. No one has the same pedigree. No one comes from the same place. No one's the same age. No one has the same skin color or hair color or eye color. There's variety in every way. And it's really about what's inside. So that actually is another one of our vital behaviors. And I actually have to say that it's probably the most important. And did I leave it off? And that's bad for me because I sometimes don't do it. And partly I would have to say that in the last 1.5 years, I haven't recruited, or 2 years, it's been a choice, but I haven't like recruited a lot of people, but I also haven't done a lot of personal development. So if you want to grow and be somebody different than you are, you're going to have to start to become that person. And change your mind. And what I've learned, and I know this from hearing it from others, but I learned it personally, when I do at least 10 minutes of personal development a day, my mind is in a different place. And your belief in yourself and in this business is what's going to help you achieve something that you cannot imagine is achievable right now. There's a lot of different ways for you to start working on yourself. Some of it might be just setting your own goals and why you're doing this and visualizing where you want to be. And that can be your personal development. There's a lot of books out there. There's a lot of audios out there. There's free access to this stuff in our coach office under the Success tab. So you can choose to do it or not do it. I know what happens when you don't do it. So I say do it. But you need to grow, okay? And I know we hear this and we're like, yeah, right, I'm a good person. Really, I work, I'm busy. How can I grow? Put something in your car. I mean, for me, I'm in my car all the time. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're doing laundry in the house. You're walking on the treadmill. Put it in your ears and listen to some audio. But the reason I say that is because in this business, we are going to be approaching a lot of people. We have to be okay hearing no. So we're going to get rejection. And it's going to be really easy to give up, right? I mean, how often do we want to say, oh, talk to people and no one wants to do this, so I'll hit Success Club next month. I'm not going to hit it this month. Or it's the 29th and there's no way I can do it in the next 2 days. I've been there. Not with the Success Club and they're not going to do it in the next 2 days, but in the overall picture of, oh, I'm not going to be a top coach because blah, 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 blah. Well, I believed all that nonsense talk, and guess what? I didn't do it until I changed my mind and said, I'm going to do it. Why not me? I can do it. I'm just as good as anybody else. And then I just didn't stop because I believed that I could do it. And that was the only thing that changed. So I think that for those of you on this call going, I've been working at this for a while and I'm not sure, but it's not going to happen for me because it hasn't happened already, then yes, you are absolutely correct. It will not happen because you're not allowing it to happen. Okay. And I have that same thing. Like, it's hard to recruit. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I can look back to 5 years ago. I was one of the top recruiters in the company. Like, what was different? The people around me weren't any different, right? I live in the same place. It was me. It was different. I believed I could, and I didn't hold back. So right now I'm in a position of kind of holding back. Oh, I don't know if I should talk to that person. I don't want that person to judge me. I don't want that person to think this. So I'm not putting it out there as much as I could be. What do I find when I do put it out there? Wow, people say yes. Yeah, there'll be some no's, but it's interesting. You can talk yourself out of anything, and it's harder to talk yourself into something, but that's why I think, and I'm preaching about this for a minute, is the personal development piece will allow you to step out of your comfort zone, and you have to continue, just like you brush your teeth, to do the personal development, because every day your limiting beliefs are going to creep back in. Even if you've built yourself up, something's going to happen, and you're going to allow yourself to be like, oh, well, that's just the way it's supposed to be. You're going to talk yourself out of your success. So please do me a favor, find something. Let's see, I can tell you, I'm listening to 2 audiobooks right now. I have The Miracle Morning and You're a Badass. Those are the 2 books on audio. I'll show you my little audiobooks. And I have to say that makes a difference. So what you put in your mind, then I have the Energy Bus, The Year of Yes, Linchpin, For the Love, Tribes, and Your First Listen. So I have 5 audiobooks loaded on my phone right now, okay? The first 2, The Miracle Morning and You're a Badass, are the 2 that I'm listening to right now. I go back and forth. But honestly, you need somebody to help you believe how good you are and how many people you can help, and that hearing no is okay. And those are the things. You can read the books. If you're a reader, sit down and read for 20 minutes a day. 10 pages, start with 10 pages. But get that into your mind, okay? And then understand that it's okay to talk to people. And then what you're going to find, okay? So those are the basics. Those are the very, very basics. I'm going to allow you to ask some questions. But creating and helping 5 to 10 people a month, that's going to give you your own island income, okay? And in the beginning, that's enough, right? I mean, $100 a month is going to change your life. I promise you. But you can change that to be $100,000 a month. There's people in this business, believe it or not, that make $100,000 a month. Now, there's handfuls of them. But there are people, and they were just like you and me. Only they built this over time. They've been doing this for maybe 5 years, some of them, right? I mean, that's not a long time to be earning $1 million a year. Now, granted, they're exceptional. That's not the norm. That's not average. But I don't know too many people in the real world out there. I know the Beachbody coaches, and I know there's a dozen of them that earn $1 million a year. There's probably more, but I know a dozen of them. In the real world, I don't know too many people that earn more than $1 million a year. And I know a lot of people that earn a lot of money, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, this is an opportunity that, yeah, it takes 5 or 10 years. Maybe it takes someone 3 years to earn $1 million. They can do it faster now. But I don't know a lot of people out there. They work their tails off for not a lot of money. And they work hard, and they're good people. I just feel like this business, if you're willing to put yourself out there, you can create a lot for yourself, and you don't need a pedigree, and you don't need to have, a doctorate or a master's or have gone to school or sold your soul to the devil. You're working 100 hours a week. I mean, you might work a lot to get there if you want to do it in a short period of time. But the reason you're having your success is you're talking to a lot of people, okay? And you're beyond talking, you're helping a lot of people. So just know that your success in this business is solely reliant upon how many people you're helping. So if you look at yourself and you're like, well, why am I not doing well? Like, well, how many people are you talking to? How many people are you helping? And not just helping with their fitness, but then helping with their business, okay? So find people that are like-minded that want to prove themselves. And as you're building that business, then help them create a small little business. Think about it. If we needed only, you need 18, was it 18? I can't remember how many it was now. Hold on. I'll get back to my calculator. If you had 20 people that you were helping, like if your coaches, let's say there's 4 coaches over here. You want to help them help 20 people. That's 4 customers per each coach. That's not a lot. That's almost like Success Club, right? Right there. Wow, look at that. Maybe that's Success Club plus a customer from last month who orders, right? So that's why Beachbody preaches the Success Club thing, because that's what keeps people helping people. It gives them a goal to focus on. So when you have 20 customers coming in on one leg under you, right? Your coaches under you are helping 20. The other side, they're helping 40. For you, as their leader, because you created that for them, as an emerald, you earn $250 that week. If that week there's that many customers. If that's a month, then that's a month, right? You choose where you want to stick that in your mind. As a diamond, that's actually $324. So visually, you can see where that goes, okay? Then you want to help them create that kind of income, help them create a team under them that's doing that same thing, okay? And 20 customers, yeah, okay, maybe that's a lot if you're a brand new coach. So your team of nobody isn't going to do that. But when you bring on your first 2, that's a lot. For one person to help 20 and one person to help 40, a lot. So when we look at, you get 5 people on that team, you get 5 or 10 people on that team, get them working together, have them, if they all are hitting Success Club, they're all helping 2 to 3 people a month, that volume is going to appear, especially over like a 3 to 5 month period of everyone hitting Success Club, because there's residual orders, okay? So I'm going to open the call and everyone unmute themselves, or I can unmute you and raise your hand. I can see everybody. Do you want to ask me questions about that? I mean, that's really a simple business that we complicate every day. Anyone have a question?
Lee?
Yeah.
Where do you find the people online? I mean, I'm looking to expand my online reach because I'm very good in person. I get about 10 contacts a week in person. I mean, I went to a lab to have blood drawn and walked away with 3 names the other day. But I'm not good at all online. I mean, I'll pick up the occasional friend's friend, things like that. But as far as looking, I've been looking at some Facebook groups, and I've been joining those, and I'm trying to add my 2 cents to attract people to add me as friends. Is that the kind of thing I need to be doing? Am I on track? Because I know I need to add a ton more people. But it's finding them in, like you said, a source where I can do it any time of the day and do it much more efficiently.
So I'm not an expert at that. Honestly, you probably want to do some looking on YouTube and find some Beachbody coaches or some people who can talk about, how to attract people and how to build friends online. Personally, for me, it's friends of friends. And then what I've seen people, you have to have a persona and be that who people want to come to. So if you're running, there's a whole training that's being done online right now about how you create your brand and how you market yourself and run ads on Facebook to have that attraction marketing going. But it really gets down to, if you can't tell your story and be vulnerable, it doesn't matter how much you pay in marketing, people are not going to be coming to you. So I think that that's a whole process to work on. It's not something that I could just say, do that overnight. But I know that people meet people all the time because they're in a group or they're on a board or they're, I don't know, like I'm not an expert in that. So, oh, you're muted, Gretchen. We can't hear you, Gretchen. You're muted. I can't unmute you. I don't know why.
Sorry about that. Do you think that the direction I'm taking, where I created my like page, I'm trying to draw people with like interests, I'm trying to make sure that I'm kind of splattering out there with all the things that interest me to attract people. I haven't talked about Beachbody at all. You know, I only opened it this week, but I was shocked because I thought I'm going to have like 3 likes the first day. In 36 hours, I have 110 followers, which I didn't think was too bad. I mean, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. Again, this goes back to relationships, okay? So just be you and be interested in other people and don't try, I mean, it has to be genuine. I can't help you be you. So if you're really good in person, then just be like that online. Take interest and care in people, and when you friend them, use voice messaging a little bit. If you're really good in person, that's going to help bring that person who's online more in person. So if you could, like, on the Facebook, use the little recorder and send voice messages to people, like, thank you for following me, you know, I'm here to give to you, what is it that you're looking for, and just be all about people. Be better at listening than talking. And if you haven't read the book, The Go-Giver, read that, because that will help you connect with more people and realize that if you give of yourself things, then people will be more attracted to wanting to be around you. So just figure out what your gifts are to give. Anyone want to add to that? I know, Jen, you've been pretty good online. Do you want to add to that? Andy's pretty good online too.
My biggest thing is when I switched over.
Go ahead, Jen.
You want to go, Andy? Me to go? Or you go
first? Go ahead, ladies first.
Okay. Oh, you're such a gentleman. No, I guess when I switched over my like page, basically on page 2, I've always just kind of been an open book. I don't really hold back a whole lot, and if people get annoyed by it, then I guess I don't look. But on my like page, if there's ones that are getting like lots of traction, I have learned in the social media training that we're in that you can kind of promote those, and you can target your audiences. If you're looking for people that are more like yourself, which me, I look for people that, you know, have weight loss, you know, infertility, or wanting to be moms, that kind of thing. So those are my targets. People I relate to. I don't relate to, you know, other people on certain. Jenny is on here, and yesterday, and that I had, it was just basically about, you know, starting your own business 40, and it's basically what it costs to start this, and into oh, this is what it costs to sign. How can I get, you know, you started? I switched over to voice messenger, and I just do it. And I think just having that, hearing my voice and hearing my emotion behind what I was saying, because I can talk all day. I just feel like I make a better connection with people when I can, you know, verbalize my words through the voice messenger for them. And, you know, I can type and that stuff, but if they're hearing somebody say it. So if you can even make videos on your like page, we were told in our training that Facebook is trying to be the next YouTube. So videos are going to be huge for your like page. That's what's getting shown to people, you know, more often. And now with that new, we can add that on there saying, you know, maybe put a little comment. They could react with a heart, or react with a, you know, a thumbs up, or whatever it is to get them to react, because reaction is what's seeing it in your life, not so much just people liking it. and that'll get more organic for you. So if you don't have a like page, I highly suggest getting started on one, because you're definitely going to find your actual followers there. Your profile page is your personal people, and not everybody is going to be interested in what you're doing. So it was very scary for me because I've been on Facebook since like it started, and I've always had a profile page. And my scare was moving over to my like page and getting 5 likes versus going on my profile page, and I was getting hundreds of likes on like a ridiculous story about my boys. And it just was a switch over, and who really wanted to follow me did. And it's grown since I've done it. So I post in one place. It's so much easier. I know that I'm hitting my target people that I want to work with. I'm not chasing people anymore, or begging somebody to sign up. It is making it a lot easier on me. So that's my spiel.
Andy, will you share some, because you're really good at, you've been running an ad and people are trying to, how do you connect with them?
Well, yeah, I've been running an ad. It's been really successful for about a year, but now it's drying up because people have stole my ad and copy everything I say exactly. Mm-hmm. So, I used to go from 20 to 30 comments every time I ran it. So that used to be 20, 30 new people every month I would have conversations with. And now it's the last time I ran it, and I don't know if I did it in March. February, I only had like 2 or 3. So, and same in January, it was nothing. So, but once they comment, I have them, I'd say, hey, it looks like you're interested in my whatever it is. It's usually I always do the 21-day fix. That's the easiest and best program, I think, to start somebody with because of the nutrition. But I would ask what their why is. Why did you reply? And what are your fitness and health goals? And then what they would tell me, I want to lose weight. And I'm like, anything more specific, it's like, so I would get their why and what they want to do. And then I would explain the program, but then anything they said to me after that, I have why they signed up. So I can use that, not to use it against them, but I can use that in further conversations down the road. So then maybe they don't sign that month, but next month I said, hey, remember you said you were going to the gym and doing it on your own. How's that working out for you? Or did you lose that 30 pounds that you want to lose? So, I have, and I said, hey, do you remember when you said that you wanted to lose 30 pounds and haven't, how's that going for you? I say it nicer than that, but I have their why, and I constantly use that in conversations to remind them why they said I'm ready in the first place. And then from my people that I have, I ask for referrals, and that's a huge part of my business is referrals. And should we supposed to smile, Lee?
Smile.
And referrals is a huge part. I constantly ask for referrals in my big group that I have with 30 people, whatever, in one of my accountability groups. So
I think a big part of your success is that you work hard at getting to know the people, why they're interested in following up with them. So you're always hitting Success Club because you're out there. You're making sure that you're talking to more and more people, and your collector is your ad right now. It hasn't been great lately, but that's the way you've been meeting people. And referrals, right?
Yes.
Jen's having a few people come to her, which she can go over to her like page and traction. But until you get there, where are you going to find people? So that's the way. Again, I'll post a link to the social media training that we signed up for it in. Was it January? No, December. Right, Jen? Started in January. Started in January. But there's some of us that have really taken advantage of it, and others that maybe haven't, like myself. So what you can do is look at that and evaluate it. Again, it's an investment in your business. You may or may not want to do it, but I'll post a link to it. Any other questions? Was this information helpful to you? Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm just coming back to oh, go ahead.
I've messaged 4 people under me, just as you were talking about trying how to get them off the rest to Emerald.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we can't make anyone do this. They signed up for the reasons they signed up for. Everyone has the same business, the same tools as everyone else. I don't care what team you're on. The system works the same for everyone. So anyone can create $1 million business. Anyone can create a 6-figure income. It's just a matter of doing the work. You got to build a team. That's part of the formula. I promise you, doing it all on retail sales is not going to be fun or easy or work for very long, because customers go on and off Shakeology all the time. So that's pounding the pavement. So if you don't want to pound the pavement, I don't recommend that as the success formula. Help other people, and everyone can help their share instead of you helping, because what is it? It's 60 sales split side by side to give you the exponential income. You need to double that to get to have it happen yourself. So if you want to help 60 people, if you had 10 people under you and you were helping each of them help 6, and if that didn't work, if that was too many, okay, so you need 20 people and each of them can help 3, right? Because that's easier to help only 3. So then you kind of get it like, oh, wow, helping 3 is Success Club. So now look, if on my team, if I had 20 people hitting Success Club, they don't even have to be my PSs. They're all hitting Success Club. That means they're all helping 3 people. That means that there's enough sales under there. So if you want to think of it as Success Club, right? Like, that's an easy way. One last thing before we go. Beachbody created a leadership ladder. That is a marker of where your business is, okay? The levels on the leadership ladder, in order to actually step onto the ladder, you have to hit Success Club. So, and there's a reason for that, because we've talked about it. Hitting Success Club means you're opening and running your business. Yes, you're a coach, but are you working your business? You could be going for Success Club, okay? Then you're working your business. But if you're hitting Success Club, you've hit a stride where you're helping at least 3 people a month. So if you help your team do that, to get on the leadership ladder, as you build on the ladder, there's different criteria. You need to have a few people that are getting Success Club points, not necessarily hitting Success Club, but getting at least 1 point. You need to have base volume on your week leg. What does that do? When I was talking volume, I said 1,800 points on one leg, 3,600 points on the other. So that's a marker right there. That's a $250 a week marker at Emerald. At Diamond, like I told you, it was $324, I think. So that marker is $1,000 a month for an income, okay? So that's why the leadership ladder, if it has a minimum on a week leg, it just helps you know that when you get to that level on the ladder, you're going to have a consistent income, because the income is based on volume in our business. So just know that if you can move up the ladder, you're going to be building a team and helping your team as well. So get on the ladder. First thing to do to get on the ladder is hit Success Club, okay? That's it. You can get on the ladder. You hit Success Club, you're a coach, you're active. I don't even know if you need to be an Emerald. I think you could be a business starter with just getting Success Club. So try and help your coaches see that that's the way that they can measure their success as they grow, okay? I'm going to let you go. It's been an hour. It's easy for me to ramble on. I appreciate your time. I love looking at your faces. And we're going to have another call tomorrow night. Jen Kelly is going to lead it. It's going to focus a little bit more on Summit and the Summit tracks, but it will also talk about connecting with people using Messenger. And I think she has 1 or 2 other things she's going to throw in there. So, and Jen is very dynamic and awesome to listen to. So I know it will be a good call. I will most likely be on the call as well. I just won't be leading. I'll be participating. Okay. Thank you, guys. I will post the recording soon. I will get it up there and load it to YouTube so you can watch it and share it with your teams.
Thanks, Lee.
Oh, one more thing. If you have coaches on your team that are getting Success Club, that means they are on the leadership ladder. You should recognize them. So go into your Coach Online office, look at My Business, look at the sponsorship drill down, export it to Excel or even just expand all levels, and see where your coaches were last month for March. Okay? It says previous ladder rung. And there's graphics that I posted in the team. Create a graphic for your coach post it in our team. Post it on her page if you want to, or his page, but get it in our team so that we can start seeing all the recognition of all the people. And I want each leader, I used to try and do it for everybody, but now I want you guys to recognize your own leader. So if you have someone on your team that did it, take those graphics. You can either take them into like a program on your iPhone if you have like Fonto, or you just load up the graphics and then you can superimpose their picture on top of it. Write a little something in WordSwag, I don't know, just in PicMonkey or Canva, one of the computer programs. If you have problems editing it, post in the group because other people are editing them. I know that you'll be able to get it resolved. But do that, and then growing as a leader too. So you're recognizing that vital behavior that we talked about, people on your team, okay? Awesome. Thank you.